Hey, hello everyone, and welcome to this live stream for The Stars Were Wrong. Who's with us? Let me find out. Who is with us? Oh gosh. Who's with us? Who's with us? Who's with us? 6 people are here. Who are they? Hey Smokey. Hey Roberto. Nice to see you. Hey Pavito. Oh my god, it's been ages, Pavito. Nice to see you. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. Capricorn and Aries, we're just way too contrary. That's what every child has ever said. We'd be bending over backwards, falling victim to the patterns. Every signal pointed to an end. Now I know to believe in the words of the stars is what dreamers do. But I couldn't believe them when they told me I shouldn't be with you. The stars were wrong, said we'd be over fast, but baby we went beyond. The stars were wrong, the stars were wrong. We defied the forecast all along. The stars were wrong. Long before we met, I always used to place my bets on constellations giving me the signs. Trusted their predictions, never saw their contradictions. There was something in them every time. Now I know to believe in the words of the stars is what dreamers do. But I couldn't believe them when they told me I shouldn't be with you. The stars were wrong, said we'd be over fast, but baby we went beyond. The stars were wrong, the stars were wrong. We defied the forecast all along. The stars were wrong. Hey, who's with us? Hey Colin, hey Gideon, nice to see you all. Who's seen the music video? Have you seen it? It's already out on YouTube. It came out at 7 o'clock, just about half an hour ago. I'm so passionate about it, honestly. I think for what we did such a cool video. I'm really proud of it. Let me know if you have any questions about the video or the song. I'll answer them in a second, after another song. So let me know if you've got any questions about how I made the video, or the song, and if you like, afterwards I'll show you the props and stuff and we'll talk about it some more. It should be fun. Thank you Smokey, thanks a lot. Okay, here's one you might know. I think think I know you. Thought that the minute I looked deep. Oh, why do I do this? Okay, here we go. I think I know you. Thought that the minute I looked deep into your eyes, something about you is so familiar. I feel like I should think twice. Or should I let the wave transistor make the choice of my own, mister? Or should I be judge of that? Should I let go of all the levers taking over all my feelings? Or should I be holding back? Love machine, love machine. Is this reality, or have I made the whole thing up inside my head? The similarity is so uncanny that it has me feeling scared. Or should I let the wave transistor make the choice of my own, mister? Or should I be judge of that? Should I let go of all the levers taking over all my feelings? Or should I be holding back? Love machine, love machine. Hey, Maria's here. Hey Maria. DeVito says, I really love Love Machine. Happy to play it on the piano. Thank you. I love playing it on the piano. It's one of my favourite versions. Versions? Yeah, one of my favourite versions of one of my favourite releases. Thank you, Smokey. Thank you, Guillaume. So, in a minute, after I'll tell you a little bit more about The Stars Were Wrong. So many of you pre-saved The Stars Were Wrong on Spotify. I'm really, really grateful for that. That's really helpful. If you didn't know what pre-saves are like this way to store a song in your library on Spotify, but as like kind of obvious as that may seem, like you're going to hear the song on the day, it really helps artists to kind of be recognised by platforms if they get a significant number, and a bunch of you did, which, you know, that really means a lot. And let me get to the point. Because so many of you pre-saved, I launched a competition earlier this month, where I would pick a winner for whoever had pre-saved from a list, and I'm going to do that tonight as well, towards the end of the stream, so stick around if you want to find out if you're the winner. I'm going to write you a song and I'm going to share it with everyone, so yeah, it should be really fun. I'm not going to write the song today, but I'm going to announce the winner today. So yeah. Oh gosh, am I caught up with this? Yeah. Hey Dan, nice to see you. Dan joined us for the live, for the premiere of the music video as well. That was great. The Stars Were Wrong. This song has been around for a long time in terms of like releases to go out. Some of you may have heard me play a really early version of it in my live stream show last year. And it kind of went from there. In April, I made the demo and I produced it. And it was kind of a big moment for me when I made that track, because it was like the first song I really felt proud of producing myself and actually achieving so many aspects of the production that I hadn't been able to or felt confident in before. So that's why that song will always be a special one to me. And I didn't want to release it last year because it just didn't feel the right time. So I waited until this year, it's the right time now to share it with you all. We were able to make a nice video for it as well. And it was finally finished in about October last year with the help of Goga Rake, who helped me with Arrow as well. He did a great job with Arrow, and he helped me to mix and master The Stars Were Wrong. In terms of like when I started writing it ages before that as well. It was like this idea I had probably around the same time I was releasing Dear Admirer, Hardwired, all that. But I couldn't get the song to completion, and something clicked around April. I managed to get something done, get something together, and then do a demo and then take it on from there. And it was inspired by a conversation that I have heard. I won't say which conversation or when, but I ever heard a conversation that was really fascinating. Someone talking about their star signs and stuff, and how they were, despite all odds, they were still with their partner, even though their star signs didn't align. I don't know if any of you are into horoscopes and all that, but it's like there's certain star signs that go together or something. And they were saying like they're mismatching star signs, but they're together, and for a long time as well. So I was really inspired by that to write it. Yeah, and here we are. It's been out today. A lot of you have been saying nice things about it, which means the world. Hey Tanya, nice to see you. I always love seeing familiar faces. I really appreciate it. Especially Pavito. Pavito has been with us since 2018 and virtually, so really nice to see Pavito and the gang. Can I call you the gang? I don't know if I'm allowed to call you that. But yeah, really nice to see you all. So then the video, we started having ideas for this really, really early on. I worked on this with Lee Kemp, who's worked with me on a bunch of videos. And I think probably last year, end of last year, if not the beginning of this year, around the same time as we were thinking about One Like, or maybe even before One Like, because I didn't know, did we, Lee? We didn't know that we had to release One Like first when we started planning this. So I started planning this video before I started the One Like video. That's how long I've been planning it for. And we did like a whole bunch of storyboards. I can show you guys another time, maybe on Instagram or something. But we did a massive storyboard. We worked it and reworked it loads of times, and a bunch of the ideas had to be changed about. But the main ideas were I really wanted to do some dance in this video and do some movement. Some of those movements, if you didn't know, I made them myself. They were in the shapes of various constellations, which is really fun to do. Lee had the idea of us using a Viewmaster, which is this really old, not really old, like from 60s, 70s era little machine that you can get different little films to put inside, and you can see different pictures in, and it's so cool. I really love it. And he had this idea that we should use that and base the concept of the video on that, and I thought it was such a cool idea. So we went with that, and with like making like a horoscope edition. I can show you the box in a second. It literally says horoscope edition. It's really cool. And like basing the theme around that, and basing the video on like we're seeing those slides inside the Viewmaster and various bits. And I have to say, one of my favourite bits, which is the unicorn bit, was inspired by Animal Crossing. Because in Animal Crossing there's this like little planetarium that you can get that has like a unicorn on it, and essentially I really want to do a unicorn and a planetarium and animate it and everything. And yeah, I ended up doing that myself. That wasn't Lee, that was me. Had a lot of fun with that. I'll be posting a few little pictures of this in more detail so you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. But yeah, I had so much fun making that bit. That's my favourite bit. And it's on the Spotify canvas as well if you stream The Stars Were Wrong. Yeah, I genuinely really enjoyed making the props that I made. Some of them were made by Lee, and some of them were made by me and by my mum. My mum helped film as well. Shout out to my mum. And yeah, it was so fun. I don't really get to do art much these days, but making these videos lately, I've been doing a lot of that, and it's really, really enjoyable. Honestly, I really missed doing it, and I really enjoyed it. So yeah, I think now might be a good time for me to show you some props. So first one over here is the telescope. Now Lee, you're gonna have to forgive me because the little cogs on the sides came off, and I had them on plasticine, and I have to stick them on properly. But this was made by Lee. He 3D printed this. It's not a real working telescope, I'm sorry to say. You can't actually see anything when you look through the end, but it does move up and down and stuff on the tripod. The tripod though was so shaky and it kept falling apart. I thought it was going to fall down when we were shooting. And it has like these spiky legs on it, like it's a vintage one, so it has these really spiky legs, and it was sliding around and stuff. I thought it was gonna slip, but it was all good. Yeah, it's really fun. I love this prop. So that was made by Lee. Really, really wonderful prop. And then we've got another one. This is the mobile, which was one of the little slides in Viewmaster. This was literally just me and my mum cutting out different bits of card, shiny card, to show like different planets and stars and the sun. And this is like a needle, not a needle, like a sewing thing. We made it out of that, put some string on it. Hey presto. Yeah, that was fun. And then over here we've got the Viewmaster box, which says Viewmaster Horoscope Edition. It's based on the original kind of designs you would have got back then. This was really hard to put together, and it's got a bit of a dent there because we couldn't find a box to print it onto that would fit perfectly, but it's still great. You can see the Viewmaster on the sides, and on this side you've got like Horoscope Edition, brings full colour Viewmaster, 3-dimensional pictures to life, and it's got the different star signs on it. Yeah, and then inside you've got the Viewmaster. Again, as much as I'd like it to be a reality, it's not actually a Horoscope Edition Viewmaster. This is actually, if you can see there, it says Viewmaster. This is actually like, I think this is a Greek one. It's got like the Diana ruins in it and stuff. Honestly, it's really nice. Let me not break it. God, it's really sensitive, so you can see that there's like different frames in it and stuff. Oh god, I feel like I've broken it already. Sorry, Lee. Anyway, that's the Viewmaster. Yeah. And the stop motion part is so cool. I agree, that's literally my favourite bit of the video. Pavito's asking, was it expensive to 3D print that whole part? I really thought it was a real telescope. I don't think it was, because it's printed on like a cornstarchy kind of thing. Lee knows more about it than I do. But you can buy the product in a huge box and then print it off. So yeah, I don't think it was, unless Lee lied to me. He better be telling me the truth. Yeah, but no, I don't think it was expensive. And then over here we've got the planetarium, and this was made out of, would you believe it, this belonged to Lee originally, and it was made out of one of those plastic, giant plastic sweets. You know those plastic sweets, you can get a giant one and then there's loads inside? It was one of those. I stuck the ends together, I newspapered over it, I painted over it. Honestly, it was such a glorious moment when I got the hue of the blue perfect. That was a big moment for me. And then I printed out all these little bits of constellation, which Lee had drawn for me. And honestly, it took me ages. I had to put them exactly in the right place and like try and find them exactly on the maps, like to be true to the constellations, because they're real constellations, you know, they're actual things. Not every constellation is on here, but a good chunk of them are. And then this is the Monoceros constellation, which is the unicorn one. I had to stick that on with blue tack because we had to take it off. I had to take it off to put the actual unicorn on, which is over here. Where is it? Toot, 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 toot. Oh, it's down there. Hold on. Let's see if I can wedge it. Oh, I don't think I can reach it. Hang on. Okay. Here he is. This is just a couple of plastic straws stuck together, and honestly it was a bit of a struggle at times to animate this. I was like holding it on by the tips of my fingers, but yeah, it was really fun. I loved it. And there's a giant version as well on a cardboard box, but I don't have it here. I have them somewhere else. But I do have one of my other ones that's like one of my favourites. The fish. Fishy, fishy, fishy. I like to swish him like that. Yeah, I love Mr. Fish. He's like my favourite. All these animals were designed by Lee as well. I love Mr. Fish. And he's a real constellation. He's called the Flying Fish Constellation. So yeah, those are the props. I hope you liked to see those. That was really fun. Oh, looks like Lee's answered your question. He said it cost about £8 to print. So yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Cool. So I think it's time for us to find out who's won the pre-save competition. So I've got all of your contacts here. So I'm going to do a random draw now. Let's find out. Okay. Let's get this going, people. Let's get this going. Let me just get this open. Okay. So I'm going to draw a random number now. Here we go. Go. Okay, number 3 is the winner. Okay, someone called Amelie is the winner. Congratulations, Amelie. You've won the pre-save competition. I'm going to write you a song. Get in touch. Actually, I'm going to email you, to be fair. I'm going to email you, so congratulations. I hope that you will love the song. I'm gonna take some inspiration from you, a brief, and then we're gonna come up with something good. Cool. So, without further ado, I think we'll leave it there. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. I really hope you enjoyed this live stream, and I hope you enjoyed the music video too. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it. I really loved it. And see you really soon. There's going to be loads more content coming soon on YouTube and on the other socials. And yeah, as always, I can't wait for the next one. It's going to be really fun. Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. See you around. Thank you.